Nanny and the Mountain of Freedom, a Jamaican bedtime fable inspired by a true hero. Long, long ago, in the heart of an island where the sun kissed the sea and the mountains touched the sky, there lived a girl named Nanny. She wasn't a princess living in a castle or a fairy with wings, but she was something even more special. She was wise, brave, and free, and she believed that no one should live in chains. Nanny was born in a distant land where the rivers flowed with gold and the drums shared stories. This land was called Ghana, and its people were strong and proud. However, one dark day, ships arrived from across the sea. They captured Nanny and many others and brought them to an island known as Jamaica. There, people were forced to work in the hot sun without rest, building riches for others while having none of their own. They were not treated like people. They were treated like tools. But Nanny remembered who she was. She remembered the stories of her ancestors, the strength in her bones, and the fire in her heart. One night, beneath a sky full of stars, she made her escape. She ran deep into the blue mountains, where the air was cool and the trees seemed to whisper ancient secrets. There, she met others who had also fled, men, women, and children who shared her dream of freedom. Together, they built a secret village high in the hills. They called it Nanny Town. Nanny was chosen as their leader, not because she was loud or bossy, but because she listened. She cared, and she knew how to protect her people. She trained the villagers to move silently through the forest. She taught them how to grow food without being seen. She shared stories and songs from their home Jamaica, keeping their soldiers and plantation owners, were angry. They wanted to catch Nanny and bring her back in chains. So they marched up the mountains with guns and fire, thinking they were stronger. But Nanny was ready. She used the forest as a friend. Her people hid in the trees, moved through secret paths, and struck only when they had to. They never wasted a single step. Nanny watched from above, guiding her people like the moon guides the tides. They say Nanny had a mystical black pot that she placed on the mountain path. When the soldiers came near, the pot would boil without fire and fill the air with thick steam. Some say it made the soldiers see visions. Others say it clouded their minds and made them run away in fear. No one knows for sure, but one thing is true: they never caught Nanny. For many years, the soldiers tried. Again and again, they came, but again and again, they failed. Nanny's people became known as the Maroons, the free ones. They were farmers, fighters, and guardians of the mountains. They lived by their laws, with Nanny as their queen, general, and mother. Finally, after many battles, the British gave up. In 1739, they signed a peace treaty, agreeing to leave the Maroons alone. They gave Nanny's people their land in the mountains, where they could live free forever. Nanny didn't sign the treaty herself, but her courage made it possible. She stayed with her people, always watching, always guiding. Some say when she died, the mountain cried a misty rain, and the hummingbirds flew in circles above the trees. Today, Queen Nanny is a national hero of Jamaica. Her face is on the $500 Jamaican bill, and her name is known by every school child on the island. She wasn't a queen with a crown, but a queen with a cause. The lesson of Queen Nanny: even in the darkest times, you can light the way. Even if you're small, your courage can be mighty. Even if you're quiet, your actions can echo forever. Whenever you feel afraid, close your eyes and listen to the wind in the trees. Perhaps, just perhaps, you'll hear Nanny's voice saying, "Stand tall, walk free, and never forget who you are."
Old pirates, yes, they rob I, sold I to the merchant ships. Minutes after they took I from the bottomless pit, but my hand was made strong by the hand of the Almighty. We forward in this generation triumphantly. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I ever have, redemption songs, redemption songs.